Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. TGIF off. Yesterday I was like, come back tomorrow, we'll do something really fun. And then last night I started my new moon bleed, and today I'm just like, TGIF off. Right? I'm drinking some cinnamon tea. How's it going? So, good morning. It's funny how like your mood can change from one day to the next. And by your mood, I mean my mood. I don't know if you fluctuate as much as I do on the emotional scale. It's not even emotional. I just like sometimes I'm in the mood and sometimes I'm just not, right? Like so last night before I went to bed, I deleted my Facebook app and Messenger from my phone because I had just like had enough of like me scrolling endlessly. Yeah, I'd had enough of the endless scrolling, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Well, don't I fire up my iPad here because that's what I record on. And what do I notice but my Facebook icon right on my iPad? So it's like wherever you go, Facebook is going to find you. Like literally the second you're like, I need a break. Like I'm going to take a week off of Facebook. Literally within that second, this is proven fact. You will think of something that you forgot to post. You'll have to you'll be like, oh my God, I have to message Sarah and tell her I love her, right? Or you'll have to, like, something will come up, or you're like, I want to share this YouTube video. Oh, wait, I got to do it on Facebook because that's where everybody's at. So literally the second you delete or decide, not even delete, just decide, I'm going to take a little break from Facebook. Like right in that moment, you'll be bored. You'll be bored. So yeah, I must have been really, really bored last night, but having two contrasting days this week, like Monday where I did not get on Facebook not one time, and I got so much done. I was so focused because like I just had a lot of energy flowing, and I was able to put it towards recording podcasts, and it was interesting. And then to have the contrasting opposite experience where like I was like, where did the last hour go? Just losing so much time being on Facebook. And then at the end of the day, not feeling satisfied. Like Monday, I was like, good job, Sadie. You're doing great. Last night, I was like, you suck. And I was like, dang it, girl, why are you so needy? And then like I did get my period. So it's been really interesting for me to watch my menstrual cycle now since reading that Eckhart book, The Power of Now, and where he talks about like right before, your pain body is activated during PMS, right before your period. And so I've been trying to watch myself and observe myself so that I don't act out as much, like try to be aware, like, okay, this is when my issues come up, my neediness comes up, my bitchiness comes up, like I'm trying to watch my triggers, right? And then like just take it in stride then. So anyways, I'm going to try to take a little break from Facebook. However, the second I said that, I opened up another device, and there's Facebook. Now I do have Facebook on my laptop too, and I don't like Facebook on the laptop, so that's a good place for Facebook to stay because I don't like using it on the computer or the laptop. It's not as integrated or something. But anyways, how are you doing? So yeah, totally tired today, crampy, drinking cinnamon tea. Interesting day yesterday. I'm not supposed to say anything, but my daughter got her first period. Yeah. So it was an interesting day. The moon is strong this week. Like it's having me have a rough period. It's making people get their first periods. So I'm not even going to get down on myself for my pain body being like completely like, oh, hello, triggered. But yeah, I sort of feel like I need to step back, take a break from socializing, take a break from, like I love people having access to me, but at the same time, like some people, like I'm like, all right, then that's enough. Like you can't be messaging me that much. And I'm not saying like a couple times, I'm saying like dozens upon dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of messages. And it's like, this is feeling like you should be paying me. So anyways, that's my pain body. That's the JB. That's the judgmental bitch. And that's where I'm at today. So I know yesterday I was like, come back, we'll have some fun. Today I'm like, TGF off. Right? So don't take it personal. But I don't feel very fun today. But I always do feel very honest. And like tomorrow, this weekend, I could show up with Archangel Michael and be like, we love life. But it might take 24 to 36 hours for me to get there. So what other fun things do I have lined up today? Well, my former husband offered to go to the grocery store to get a few things for us. So I made him a list that he's going to never ask to do this again. Like it's the list of all lists. But hey, if someone offers and, he's got to bring me cash and drop off other things and see his daughters, which he has not seen for weeks. So I was like, yeah, take him up on this favor just so the girls can see him. He's really taking this social distancing and protecting people from a virus a little too far. I think everyone's taken it too far. I think at a couple moments I took it too far, like just within my own head. I think everybody just needs to chill out. I think everybody just needs to realize it's Friday and it's okay to say TGIF off. So here's what I thought I'd do. Because I was listening to an old podcast last night, I could not sleep. That's another reason why I'm so tired. I could not sleep, so I put on an old podcast of mine because there's nothing like the sound of my own voice to completely bore me and put me to sleep, lull me to sleep. So I ended up listening to the Dandelion. When we had Dandelion as our herb of the week, that podcast is 2 hours long. So if you ever need a really long podcast to listen to from Ho, go back to the Dandelion one. It'll keep you busy. So anyways, I woke up probably 3 times during the podcast though, because I fall asleep and then I get startled, probably because I don't feel like working in the astral realm. I'm like, oh, here I am. I'll wake up. Goodbye. I'm kind of a slacker like that. And when I woke up the one time, I was pulling a card or talking about the card. Oh my gosh, he's right here on the bottom. That's hilarious. I was talking about the Dandelion card from the Magic of Flowers, and there he is on the bottom of the deck already waiting for me. That's funny. All right, see, look at me. I'm almost giggling. And I was like, oh my gosh, I miss that deck. I miss the Magic of Flowers by Tess Whitehurst because we used to use this all the time. Last year when I wasn't in a good mood, and I was like, cha-ching, you're not in a good mood. You missed that deck. How about tomorrow you do a spread with this beautiful flower deck? So anyways, TGIF off. We'll switch it up to TGI. Thank God it's flowers. TGIF. Thank God it's flowers. Instead of thank God it's F off. So anyways, I'll shuffle the Dandelion back in the deck. This is an awesome deck. Kind of just going to do an open message to the flowers. then leave this podcast as a shit podcast, and it can just sit with all the other ones. I hope I come back next week, but if not, if I take a week off, I do usually keep coming back. But anyways, I don't have too many reasons to take a week off. Like, I'm pretty caught up. I'm working on the California Poppy episode for Herbal Marie. Something I noticed about California Poppy, our herb of the week. She's not in a lot of my herb books. Like, I would say she's in less than half of my herb books. What's up with that? So, I was surprised. Yeah, in the herb books that she is in of mine, she's not getting much play. So talk about an herb that I'm not saying is not important, but it doesn't get the spotlight. It's really just, and in real life, it's a delicate herb. People probably don't think much of it. Maybe, I don't know, but she's not in a lot of my herb books. Now, maybe your books are different. Maybe you have better books than me. But in my collection of herb books, less than half. She's in less than half of them, because I usually have a huge stack of books to go through. I only have 6 books. She's only in 6 of my books, and I do have my nerdy folder that I've collected some magazine articles about her and things like that. But I usually try to refrain from getting on the internet for my herbs, because I don't know, I'm lazy, and I just like books. I'd rather stay away from the screen. But I'm like noticing that California Poppy is not in a lot of my books. So anyway, shout out to California Poppy, our herb of the week, our beautiful herb of the week. She took us into the fairy realm. She took us into the darkness, the night, and then she's up again with the sun. But you know what? She's not afraid to close her petals on a cloudy day or when the sun's not shining. Like today, she would be completely closed up because it's dreary AF so far. And she also took us into the energy of the enthusiasm of a beginner. Maybe we could say the heart of a child. So she's got really sweet, beautiful energy. There was an owl on one of our cards. Before we do this reading, let's do our affirmations and just shout out and honor one more time our sweet little herb of the week, California Poppy, encouraging us to dream and to embrace our dreams at night and rest well. She is very relaxing. And even Monday, that Monday podcast was super chill. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our sweet herb of the week, California Poppy, and I thank you and I dedicate them all to you. I am playful. I sprinkle joy wherever I go. I create with the enthusiasm of a beginner. I shine light during the day and embrace the dark at night. I open my heart to the wonders of the natural world. I believe in fairies. Let's say them again. I am playful. I sprinkle joy wherever I go. I create with the enthusiasm of a beginner. I shine light during the day and embrace the dark at night. I open my heart to the wonders of the natural world. I believe in fairies. And so it is. Aw, those were nice. When you're like, those sound really nice, but I don't resonate at all right now. I don't feel playful. I don't want to sprinkle joy. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm too tired to create, let alone with enthusiasm. Shine light. Do it your damn self. Embrace the dark at night. Whatever. Open my heart. The wonders of the natural world, I guess. I believe in fairies. Sure, why not? Get out of my face. So anyways, it's good to have a laugh, especially because, like, you know where you want to be and where you could be and where you sometimes are, but just right now you're not. So yeah, I definitely would love to take myself back to bed. So I might actually, I don't know, I might just put on my earbuds and listen to music and sleep until somebody bothers me. So anyways, are we ready to pull some flower cards? I don't know. I mean, we could ask a question, like any advice. What advice do flowers have for us when we are kind of just feeling like grumpy butts and we are just kind of like disenchanted with the whole process of life, and we understand that this is just a dream and we just question why the fuck we're still in it? I think that's why I work so hard on my podcast Herbal Marie, sometimes, because I'm like, I really do feel in the back of my mind that if I get enough of it done this year, I'll have like accomplished enough for my soul to be satisfied and be like, okay, time to check out. Like, I'm trying to get my callings completed so I can feel like I did what I needed to do here. So yeah, I mean, it sucks whenever I feel like my purpose is running out. That's never good for my mental state. But yeah, sometimes I see it running out. So anyways, let's see what the flowers have to say when we're just not feeling that good, because it is a new moon energy, and for whatever reason, the moon is dark and it makes us feel kind of dark too. But that's what California Poppy did say, kind of embrace the dark, right? Embrace the dark. So it's like, why would I come in here and sugarcoat this shit for you? Like, I'm not in a good mood. You know, like, yeah, it's going to offend some people, but other people are going to breathe a sigh of fucking relief. Like, oh, look, she's not always on cloud 9. Sometimes she's down on the ground in a muddy dirt hole, flipping the cloud off. Yes, sometimes we do that. Now we're talking. Yes, that's where I'm at. Thanks for joining me. But no, you don't have to join me. Stay vibing high, because seriously, by the end of the day, I could too. That's how good I am. Not to talk shit, but like, I really am that good sometimes. If I do want to feel better, I know how to access frequency. I just don't care right now. You know, it's like, yeah, I know how to be happy. I just don't care to right now. Like, this is probably good for me. And my body is exhausted. Sometimes when I bleed, I get instantly exhausted. So today would be a good day for me to go out and get some nettles, some stinging nettles, and as I'm bleeding, instantly nourish my blood with some of that green nettle juice. That would require me going outside. All right, so I finally am. I'm finally pulling a card that just decided not to go back in the deck so I could shut up. And guess who it is? Guess who it is? Morning Glory, my least favorite flower. So you get what you think about, right? You get what you are. So if you are in your least favorite mood, right? So you're vibing low, let's just assume that's your least favorite way to be. It's just kind of low. Doesn't that one friend who annoys you the most, don't they call? Today will be the day that they call, right? So here we have Morning Glory. She wants us to awaken to the magic, right? But she is reversed. She is reversed right now. So I want to take a look at her reversed and see if I can see anything. The cool thing about her being, okay, when she's upright, it's like walking through an arch, like, and as you walk through the archway that's covered with these beautiful blue morning glories. They're not like the white hose in my garden. You walk into daylight. You walk into the dawn. And okay, So it's sort of expansive, like welcoming. The ground's lit up, the path is lit up, even though there's still stars in the sky. The sun's coming up over the horizon. So that's what it looks like when it's upright. Well, when it's reversed, yeah, it does have a different vibe. Now it's like a hole you got to crawl through, which is interesting for me because a lot of times in my dreams I'm asked to crawl through these small spaces and I don't like it in my dreams. And so, yeah, now it doesn't look like there's a pathway at all. Now it looks like there is a funnel of light, like an inverted triangle funneling down. Almost looks like a twister, a tornado of light coming at me on the grass. And then it's like you could crawl in that, it looks like a U shape. There is a butterfly, but it's nose diving down now. And then, yeah, the beautiful starry night sky now looks like a deep abyss you could fall into. So it's got a whole different vibe when it's reversed, absolutely. And it's like this tornado of light is coming at you. Like this tornado of light is coming whether you're in a good mood or not, whether you're ready for it or not. So morning glory coming in with kind of a weird vibe, but it is funny because this is my least favorite card. And it's saying that you're not awakening to the magic. Like, yeah, you made intentions to get up early. Good job, I guess. You got up earlier, but now the whole world wishes you wouldn't have. Good job. You got up before 6:30, but now everybody wishes you were still sleeping. I want to get up before the sun, but then like something's like, that doesn't always serve me well. But if I don't start getting up earlier, I'm not going to have any time to myself in the morning to get anything done. And it's really not fair to my kids, my daughters, like when they get up and I haven't recorded my podcast yet, and then to ask them to be quiet and stuff. Like, I don't know, like I didn't enjoy that a few times this week. So I'm making intentions to get up early and pull my cards and earlier. So anyways, but yet if I'm gonna get up early, then I need to set that secondary intention to awaken to the magic. So like, can you get up and enjoy yourself without having to go back to drinking coffee? I don't know, because coffee was like such a good motivator. But my body doesn't really want coffee unless there's heavy whipping cream in it. And so anyways, my favorite thing right now about this card is that tornado of light coming from the new sky. And it's like you don't want to fall down into the starry abyss. So grab onto this rope. Now the morning glory vines look like a rope. Like grab onto it, pull yourself up and into this space. Ooh, now the clouds look like stepping stones to me. The way you look at this card. This is almost like an ultimate American Ninja obstacle course. You can boop, boop, boop across the clouds, and then you're going to have to leap. You're going to have to leap onto the grass. Maybe grab onto those pegs that are the upside down shrubby tree bushes and get into that field. And the tornado of light really isn't something that I feel like I'm running away from. It's almost a calling, like you want to run towards it. Like, even though it's, quote, a tornado of light, it's still something that you want to run towards and not away from. All right, so that's our first flower. We can look in the book later if we feel like it, but I have a feeling we won't. Okay, our next card coming off the bottom is also reversed. It's Freyja. It's the butterfly that I see torpedoing down in this picture. She's getting closer now. She's torpedoing so close to us now. She's humongous. She is humongous, and she has a message of necessary change, and she's reversed. So I would assume that she's trying to let me know that I am resisting that necessary change. And just like the torpedoing upside down lighted tornado, the path that's upside down now looks like a lighted tornado. It's coming, whether you're in a good mood or not. And the butterflies also here reversed, saying, and you're changing whether you like it or not, right? Even my daughter yesterday, necessary changes happening whether we think it's a little too early or not. Like, changes are happening. Changes within me are happening. Like yesterday, literally, I looked in the mirror and I thought, how does one person age 100 years that quickly? Like, I just was like, you look like an old man. I felt so like, yesterday I was like, you look like an old man with the lines in your face. It wasn't even an old lady yesterday. I looked really, really rough. And, yeah, I mean, I feel like my body is changing, and I don't even feel like fighting it anymore. Like, I just almost feel like, I don't know. Like, okay, here's the thing, and I'll just say it. Like, being like someone who's been labeled as pretty for a lot of her life, you know, aging is sort of like, oh my God. Like, it would almost be a relief if I didn't have that stigma, right? If like, it makes me want to go along the internet, and any picture of me that I look pretty in, I want to delete it because I don't want to have that expectation anymore. Like, I just want to let my hair dreadlock up and get the most awfulest glasses. Oh wait, I already own them. Put on my ugly glasses and really not even attempt to be attractive anymore. Do you ever relate to this? Like, it just maybe would seem like such a relief to not have to be pretty. And then all the men would leave me alone. And really, they're almost all leaving me alone already. So just the few ones that haven't figured it out yet, now they would also leave me alone if I start posting real pictures of me being an ugly old man. Okay, so I'm so glad whenever my pain body decides to show up and host ho. So yeah, Freyja is upside down. So it is the same butterfly torpedoing closer to me, tormenting me with this message of necessary change. That change is happening, and it doesn't matter if you're ready or not. Do you think I was ready? I was a happy, fat, fucking caterpillar eating leaves to my heart content. Do you think I was ready that day that I got this urge to build a cocoon or a chrysalis and basically turn to goop and rebuild my entire body? You think I was in the mood? The butterfly is kind of looking at me like, shut it, bitch, you know? But it's really cute looking at me upside down. Its body is blue and fuzzy, and its big eyes are so kind of like, hey, and its antennas are cute upside down. It's cute upside down. It seems like it's hanging on the Freyja flower in the sky. And what's interesting about the clouds is they look like they could kind of be moving. So there really is a tornado of light coming at me in this reading. But the butterfly got to me first and is kind of warning me. Change is coming. Quit resisting it. Change is coming. Change is coming. Are you ready? Doesn't matter if you are ready. It's going to come anyways. Like, she's kind of like, but I just wanted to let you know. So that was really sweet of her. Thank you, to flutter at me quicker than the light tornado, just to sort of hang with me for a minute. Like, she's up in my face. She is up in my face. Extended eye contact. But the energy is coming. The sky behind her, the clouds are starting to swirl, and it's counterclockwise direction energy, it feels like, and because that's the way that her flower buds are also now bending in the wind. And Yeah, the Freyja is just here to let me know. All right, let's see what's up next. Let's see who's coming in next. Okay, we want to do this one at the top. It's Water Lily. We're gonna do the top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, and the bottom card. Okay, oh, I hate the bottom card. I fucking hate the bottom card. It's 2 bros. The romantic relationship one. The romance one. All right. Whatever reason, I said I did the top card, and then I heard do the next 2 cards and the bottom card. So that's what I did. So we have Water Lily. We have Rose reversed with Unconditional Love. Then, or Pure Love. We have Water Lily first with transmute, wanting us to transmute this stupid energy that we've got ourselves caught up in, me, myself, and I. We have Rose reversed with that pure love vibe that I'm not letting flow. We have Crocus reversed. Crocus has a message to cool down. And then we have Upright, 2 bros with romance. So to me, this totally validates where I'm at energetically, because it's like, yeah, I feel just this darkness, I feel this negativity, I feel this TGIF offness, I feel this, I'm so sick of this stupid lame ass shit called life. I feel like every time like I talk to one of the men folk. Yep, they've all been reduced now to men folk again. Anytime I've talked to the men humans, even worse, men humans are even lower than men folk. Men folk is still like, hey guys, what's up? Men humans are like, please, do we have a repellent for these things? Anytime I have a conversation with a man human, I just always walk away thinking that was so lame. Like, seriously. And I even told my mom that a couple weeks ago. Like, I was like, I just am so tired of talking about my pets to these dogs, have conversations about animals. Like, anytime one of the men message me, they're always such lame conversations, like stuff I'm not interested in, or just kind of like forced, or just stupid, or just really lame, and I'm really bored with it. And I was telling my mom, I just am like really looking forward to someone like wowing me with their like spiritual intellect, or actually having something interesting to talk about. And I was like, it's like, either wow me with an amazing conversation, or how about you at least make it interesting and word fuck me dirty? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like so bored. And my mom really laughed. She laughed at that, of course, because she's like, yeah, I know, men are so boring. But I mean, now I don't want to say all men, because my best friend Asiel, he is interesting, and he can hold a good conversation, and he looks into things, and he has insight, but he's gay. So yeah, I mean, he loves men as much as I do, so I appreciate his friendship, and it keeps me surviving in this dream. But I'm just saying, like, as far as like other men humans, like, they just bore me and exhaust me, and I just wish that I would have never let them in the door for the conversation. You know what I mean? I'm like, ugh. So anyways, maybe that's why Rose is reversed, and also Crocus, because I'm not even hardly honoring their existence when I act like that. And I understand that. And I do send them love. I want to send them love. I just don't want them to come back. Like, I'm like, ugh, there's your love, go away now, bye-bye, and that doesn't really make me any nicer of a person. So I feel like Water Lily's just saying, okay, that's fine. You're 100% allowed to dive into your darkness, down into the deep, murky pond. You're allowed. You're allowed to be left alone, and then come back up to the surface and shine your light when you're ready. And she's also saying, and I just want to remind you, honey, that it's like, who are you shining your light to? You shine your light at these stupid men humans, thinking that's where you're supposed to be putting your attention, but actually you're just supposed to shine your light to the heavens and connect with your higher self and connect with source. That's your ego that even thinks that you need to talk to them. She's not being rude or anything. She's just basically calling me out on my incessant need for validation from the male species because of my childhood experience not having a father. She's saying, like, that's kind of like normal, like, you know, you never had a dad, so like you kind of like always, that's why you like men so much, that's why your pain body likes men so much, that's why your ego likes men so much, because there is a part of you that like kind of would like to have a good relationship with a man. Not that I want a dad at this point. Old men creep me out. Like, I'm not asking for a father. Like, I don't want a daddy. Not at this point in my life. But because I never did have a dad, there is a part of me that never got that good experience of having a male in my life that genuinely had my back. Do you know what I mean? That was supportive and caring and kind. I didn't have that. Like, my grandpa was alive, like, pretty much, my whole life until I became a mother. Yeah, he died, like, 3 months after my first child was born. And I liked him, but he never was that role for me either. You know, he had 8 kids. He was Italian. He wasn't overly loving or nothing like that, you know? So yeah, I've never really had this experience at the end here, 2 bros, you know, I love this card. I said I hated this card, but I only hate it because I've never had it and I don't have it. It's this, whether they're friends or lovers, or he's kissing her forehead. They're in this, he's got her by like both hands, like one on each side of her neck, right under her ears, like lovingly. He's lovingly embracing her, her head under her, you know, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, his hands are under her ears, kind of still on her cheeks, but they go the whole way behind her head. And he's kissing her forehead sweetly. And she like is like looking up, letting him kiss her forehead, and both of their eyes are closed, and it's like not a rushed thing. It's a sweet thing. And her hands are just like right there, on the like sides of his rib cages. So she's not trying to hold on. She's not being clingy or nothing like that. He literally probably, and she's got like this lei of tuberose flowers, like a necklace. Maybe he put the necklace on and now he's like blessing her with a kiss on her forehead. Like, it's really, really sweet. But they do seem like you would think they were a couple. But it could just be like any type of nurturing friend or, you know, brotherly figure. But it's 2 bros. Oh, and the message is romance. So yeah, they're not, it's romantic. Absolutely. And yeah, it's really sweet. Like, so it's like around them is like kind of a brown, like it might be like past sunset, like right past sunset, because it's sort of darky, dusky. But there is a light illuminating right behind them and lighting both of them up. And yeah, it's just a sweet, sweet kiss, and she's taking it in and loving it, and she feels so loved. And yeah, totally. It's sweet. So anyways, yeah, we're just going to stare at them for a while. It's the kind of love that, like, yeah, you would stare at them and be like, oh, what does that feel like? And so that was on the bottom. But in between this moment, so it goes water lily, rose, crocus, then tuberose. So on the bottom we have water lily, with this message of going down into the darkness for the nutrients. She also has a message to transmute, right? So she wants me to transmute this nasty attitude I've got, this resistance to love. So Rose is reversed too. So this light tornado, this love and light tornado that's coming at me, whether I'm ready for it or not. The butterfly flying to get to me first, to say, you know, it's coming. It's coming. Like, it doesn't matter if you're ready or not. It's coming. But did you want to get ready? Because I really made a lot of effort to get to you, to give you this extended eye contact, to say, hey, did you want to get ready? Did you want to cool down with Crocus? Crocus is saying you could deliberately cool down this annoyance, this irritation, this urge to want to separate yourself, to isolate yourself, to not be accessible. Did you want to like kind of transmute that, cool that down, try to get the love vibes going back? Like I feel like they're all like, hey, you know, you have a choice in this at all times, because the love tornado is coming. And then Two Bros is like, yeah, and everything that you said that you never wanted to do is coming for you as well, perhaps, if you can transmute this energy. Or maybe it's going to show up anyways, and even though you've kind of been a bitch about it, you are ready for it. So anyways, that's kind of an interesting cards. Rose, I always love to see Rose. I never like to see it reversed, you know, but when she comes in reversed, you know, she is saying that, like, you're resisting this pure love, this unconditional love. You're pinching yourself off, right? As Crocus, she's out by the gazebo. It's snowing. It's snowing. She doesn't even have a jacket on because she's fucked off pissed. It's Friday. TGIF off, she says. But, you know, she too, instead of having that pity party out there, that, oh, leave me alone, she could come back into the warmth. Or, you know, she literally could transmute and flip-flop and become the lady getting a kiss on her forehead in the Two Bros card. So it's like right now, here's me, water lily in the darkness, right? I know I should be shining my light. I'm doing my best. I'm shining light when I can. I'm giving what I have. Like, I'm trying to do my job. I'm trying to be the light worker, but and do that aspect of it. But another aspect of being a light worker is plunging into those dark places again and again and again and again and again. Because that's where the research is, that's where the light is, that's where the gold is, that's where the energies that needs transmuted are. And, you know, we keep anchoring in there and bringing it up to the surface. We keep bringing it up to the surface. So it's like I'm doing my best, and that's good enough, and that's fine. But what I really need to do is keep conjuring that rose inside of me, that rose energy, that unconditional love, that pure love. And yeah, sometimes I do just feel like I could do that so much easier. Like I said, if I took a Facebook break, if I took a social media break, if I just turned my phone off for like 2 weeks. Like, I just need 2 weeks, you guys. Like, no more text messages. And like, even last night I reached out to my sister and a friend and my mom, and after I did, I just felt like, I wish I wouldn't have. Because sometimes like their reactions are so 3D and so judgmental and so like, shut the fuck up, like, I love you, but I just wish you guys would shut the fuck up, you know? And I thought to myself, that'll teach ya. Just, what do you think you're gonna get from people? Nothing. Like, like, don't you wish you would have just not told them anything or not brought them into this, because now they're pushing all their limited beliefs on you, and their fear and their stupidity, and it's like, sometimes I just feel like that. So I kind of do need to respect the fact that I do need to separate enough for me to pull my shit together, for me to cool down, for me to find the light and love within, for me to get ready for this light tornado. So I have to respect the fact that, like, my JB is saying to me, these people are just distractions, and you can still love them but not actually have to deal with them today. And it's like, yeah, go ahead and walk out to the gazebo that you don't have, that you've always wanted, and cool down a little bit. Just get outside. Yesterday, the best part of my day yesterday was sitting outside for an hour, listening to the birds, reading a book. Oh, I was bundled up. It was really not the best weather, but I need to be outside. I need to hear the birds. I need to have the wind on my face. Yeah, that was the best part of my day. And then it really was like getting way too cold and I had to come in. But it's okay to do that. It's okay. It's okay to retreat for as long as you need to. But don't be disillusioned that the light is not coming for you. It's coming. The light is coming for you. The love is coming for you. The necessary change is coming for you. The love is coming for you. And yeah, once I get myself cleaned up on the inside, once I transform from the caterpillar into the butterfly, then I probably will have a beautiful opportunity to have more love with someone special, or just everyone. Right? So I do like that the romance card is there, because I would love romance, but just not today. Not for the next 2 weeks, probably. Let me grab another deck. So on the one hand, it makes me really happy to think this tornado of light is coming. But then on the other hand, I'm like, I still have more work to do. So I guess like this is my flower friends telling me like, yeah, like keep doing your work. Don't give up. Don't give up now. I know you're going to be turning 42 and that kind of makes you a little bit blue. Like the blue morning glory. Thank you for acknowledging that. But it's in the blue-bodied butterfly. Thank you for acknowledging that. And the blue vibe on the crocus self pity party card. I know that makes you blue, but yeah, I mean it does suck. It does suck in a way, a human way, to be turning 42. Totally be in the mood, literally, physically, for a lover, because the hormones are hopping, and have no one special to celebrate with, not even just on my birthday, but like any day. And then like thinking that maybe like I did find someone that I would like to celebrate with, and them just being not right for me. So anyways, the love tornado's coming. That like excites me on one hand, but then of course like calls me out the fact that I still have lots of work to do on the other hand. So anyways, I opened up the drawer. I felt like I needed some goddess energy, so I grabbed the Enchanted Spell Oracle by Priestess Moon. We'll have some priestess energy, because that's what we really need. We need some alchemy. We need some alchemy going on. Water lilies, all about that transmuting of emotions, of darkness into light. We need alchemy. And yeah, that's what Rose is saying too. You need love alchemy. You need to transmute this darkness into the ultimate gold, the ultimate golden energy of love and light, because the light tornado is coming. You're going to be changing, so you might as well get your small mind out of the way. And okay, here's our cards, and two fell out. Yeah, there's two. So you might as well get ready Go ahead and take it easy today. If you need to wallow a little bit and be by yourself and sulk around, that's fine. But ultimately know that you are a lover. You are, even though you really struggle with feelings of being not good enough, unworthy, unlovable, not lady enough for a real man. Those are real things that go through me. And it's like, you really need to transmute this and understand your true worth. So who do we have coming in? We have beauty and opulence. So, and I'm going to put these two right there. There we go. So opulence, at first glance, you think it's reversed, but no, it's not reversed. She's just standing on her head. She's just doing a headstand, and her legs are not straight up. They're like bent out to the sides. Like, she's really having a good time. She's having a good time. Opulence. So we have the Priestess of Opulence, and we have the Priestess of Beauty, which isn't that sweet, because I said I felt like an ugly old man yesterday. But seriously, sometimes when you take a selfie, aren't they the freaking worst? Aren't they like too real? Like, oh my God, is that what I actually look like? I mean, sometimes we have to understand that we do ourselves a real disservice by always using filters and, rubbing Vaseline on our lens before we take our picture. The way you did filters before the internet, like, just use a dirty camera. You're like, wow, I really look good in this. Yeah, because it's blurry, bitch. So anyways, the Priestess of Beauty is coming in. She's got her eyes closed. She's playing a harp. She's got the phases of the moon above her. She does have a lily-looking flower above her. She's got some dragon energy. And she's wearing a red dress, a red flowing dress. And, the way she's sitting, this red dress can flow right down into the rose. So inner beauty, inner love, going within. That pure love that, you only get to see with your eyes closed. It's inside of you. It's like you can't look outside of you for anything. Not for validation, not for entertainment, not for friendship, not for love, not for connection, not for validation. I already said that, but it needed to be said twice. You need to go inside. So I love that she's in a red dress and there's all these moons, because yes, I'm bleeding. I'm in my moon with the new moon. Yeah, I love it. And I also love that opulence is up there, like, not being brought down by, she's having her period too over there, she says, and she's doing a freaking headstand and putting her bloody ass up in the air, not really giving a shit. And she's having fun with it. And she's drinking a little champagne, and she's got her beautiful little fairy wings on, and she's got a spiral over her womb. And yeah, she's just having a real good time. So I am going to go to the book for these ones, because I do want to end with a positive note for myself, so I don't just lay on the floor and feel like a dirt bag, Like, I hate being negative, but at the same time, it's my job to be honest in the world. Like, many, many times do I give the example of a less than admirable moment. And it passes, it all passes, but part of walking my talk and teaching by example is being honest and letting you know where I'm at. And that's why I have videos on my YouTube channel that my ego wishes I would delete. But I'm not allowed to delete them, because my purpose in life is to be transparent and honest and real and silly and stupid and sometimes an ugly old grandpa. So I just keep it real all the time. But you know what? Sometimes I look in the mirror and I see a gorgeous woman and I think, I'd love to take a picture of you, but I know my camera will lie to me and tell me that I'm ugly. But I see you, pretty lady. And why does she come through? Because I'm feeling that way inside. because I've connected with inner beauty. I'm bringing in light. I'm bringing in love. I'm unconditionally loving people with my pure love, not even my pure love. I bring it in from source. I allow myself to be a vessel. When I do that, I really am beautiful. When I forget to do that, I look like an old hag that could also be a grandpa. So we have the Priestess of Beauty and we have the Priestess of Opulence, reminding me, so as this butterfly, I feel like this butterfly warned me, and then she's going to swoop up now into the Priestess of Opulence and flutter off and enjoy herself. She's not going to contend to my bad mood. The butterfly's not going to hang around. She's going to flutter off and do her own thing and be like, TGIF off, you bitch, you grumpy bitch. If you want to stay there and wallow, go ahead. But I have wings. I'm light as air. I'm going to fly and go have some fun. And that's usually what I do with everybody. It's like, oh, I see your bad mood, and I hope you do okay with it. I'm going to go do my own thing and flutter off and feel good. Well, it just so happens today I'm the heavy, dense one, and the butterfly is coming in and reminding me how nice it is to be able to fly off and have a good time. So she's like, hey, and remember, whenever you're ready, you can do the same thing. You have wings as well. But yeah, if you want to stand on your head, get some blood flowing, that's fine. So yeah, we've got the crocus sort of sulking upside down with her hands behind her back, hanging her head. And the Priestess of Opulence is saying, you can be upside down and still have a good time. All right, so beauty. Looking in the book now by Priestess Moon. Inner beauty, glamour, and pride. That's the key words with this. Yeah, pride, vanity. That's the negative aspect. Well, vanity is like the negative aspect, but like if you can know your true sense of beauty, it can be a healthy sense of pride. But I'm just saying, yeah, and I've been challenged with that this week. Like many times this week, I'm like, oh my God, like I know I haven't worn makeup in 17 years, but maybe I should. My skin looks terrible right now. Like I'm getting these pimples and they're all leaving a red splotch. Like, so my skin looks like just bad right now. And my pores look terrible. And like, my lines, like, I don't know. I'm having a bad face week. All right. But anyways, it is a lotus. She has a lotus, and yeah, the water lily is there. And people kind of confuse and switch lotuses and water lily back and forth. Like they are different, but a lot of times they're the same, but they can be used different. Like a lot of times I think water lilies are portals, but then lotuses are enlightenment. So water lily lotuses, they both dive into the darkness. They both do that. But this is the lotus, and the lotus flower has been long associated with the crown chakra and our connection to the divine. So yeah, and even in the water lily by the Magic of Flowers by Tess's water lily, it's shining light up, right? So it really does scream crown chakra. And the Priestess of Beauty has the lotus, and it's connected to the crown chakra and our connection to the divine. So its perfume is deep, rich, and floral with a slight herbaceous tang. Lotus oil, which I've never had, is considered one of the most beautiful oils to heal the skin and add radiance. So now I will be taking out a loan to get some lotus oil for my face. Oh my gosh, and everywhere. But yeah, especially my face right now. It's saying, yeah, you need to give us a little something more. Even though I do an okay job taking care of my face, I feel like I could use a little more Gaia beauty treatment. So on a metaphysical level, the lotus represents enlightenment Whew, breathe. From seeing the inner beauty of all things rather than just their physical being. So yeah, I need to do that with myself and with others and with the men humans too. Yeah, I do. Like, because, you know, a lot of times, like, nice guys will say hi, and I'm just not, like, physically attracted to them. So I'm not going to compromise that standard, but, like, it would behoove me to, like, see further into people. Oh, I'll admit that. I'll admit that. And so I need to do that with myself, too. Oh, yeah, it's time. The butterfly saying, oh, yeah, it's time. It'll be even easier in 10 years when you're even older and uglier, but you might as well start doing it now. You know, seeing the inner beauty, not just physical beauty. So the symbolism of the card, the Priestess of Beauty plays her harp in a moment of quiet contemplation. Above her, a sacred lotus flower. It floats, surrounded by the 10 phases of the moon. The word Gaelic appears, or however the hell you say it, which means moon in Scottish Gaelic. The priestess understands that true beauty lies in people's souls and not their physical appearances. So I feel like she is coming in to comfort me and remind me of where my true beauty lies. So I need to connect with that. I need to go back to bed. I need to go back to bed and connect with that. So when the Priestess of Beauty is chosen, and these two cards fell out together, so she was very forceful. You may have been putting a great deal of importance on physical looks. So now I feel lightheaded because of how on point this message is. Glamour, vanity, and superficial appearances are strongly indicated. Right, and because I flat out told you that, you know that they are. So this card is just coming in to acknowledge that, to confirm that, and to remind me that oracle cards are magic. All right, so there's nothing wrong, she says, with wanting to look your best and taking pride in your appearance. But when you start judging yourself or others in a negative way, solely based on physical appearance, the Priestess of Beauty acts as a gentle reminder to rethink this. Rethink this. Youth and good looks are fleeting. And what truly matters are the inner qualities such as kindness, compassion, joy, loyalty, truthfulness, and honor. After all, the physical body is but a fleshy temple designed to carry us through life, and when we leave this world, it is our inner qualities that remain. So I really appreciate getting this card because, I'm completely haggling myself, and I'm forgetting that it's what is inside of me that truly matters, right? Like my ego's kind of like saying like, yeah, but like when nobody's acknowledging your inner beauty, I step up and try to get validation with your outer beauty. Well, ego, that's backfiring, isn't? Now I'm not being acknowledged for anything. So I really need to just acknowledge myself for having compassion in my heart, for having joy in my heart, for sprinkling joy wherever I go. Loyalty. I am one of the most loyal bitches you will ever fucking meet, right? And I really do need to honor that. And if other people, men, don't appreciate that, then they're not worth that loyalty. But I'm loyal on so many levels. Like I have your back, right? Even though I might not answer your call for the next 2 weeks, literally, I do have your back. I am your friend forever. I just need time alone a lot. But like I am very loyal. When I commit, I commit. I show up pretty much every day I say I'm gonna, right? I commit to my podcast. I commit to my projects. I commit to my light work. even when it sucks and I want to go home. I commit. I'm loyal, you know? I'm truthful, sometimes too much, right? And yeah, honor. This is another good thing that I'll be able to take with me when I go. So compassion, joy, loyalty, truthfulness, honor, kindfulness, these inner qualities, that's what's going to carry me on the next 50 years or however long I have to stay. Like, I got to get over this because I'm probably going to be the oldest, wrinkliest, oldest lady when I'm 180 years old. All right? No adrenochrome for me, right? So it's like, understand that there are things inside of you that will always shine through, even as your physical body dissolves, like right before everyone's eyes. Why is it going to do that? Because it's going to be full of light. The light tornado is coming, and that's what's going to shine through. This fleshy meat suit, this, what'd she call it? This fleshy temple, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's dust to dust. It's nothing. So what's inside of you is what truly, truly matters, right? So be light, get lighter, be the butterfly. Release that heavy, burdensome caterpillar body, right? Release your flesh more and more and more. Release your attachment to it. Release your attachment to this body more and more and more. And go within, go inside, feel that love. Rose is saying yes. Yes, come inside, feel that love. Water lilies say, yes, feel that light, shine that light. But yeah, go inside where the darkness is to find it. Not all things in the darkness are bad. The light's in the darkness, the gold's in the darkness. The learning is in the darkness. The honor is going in the darkness. So honor your journey. Honor your beauty. And you know what? Honor your body. Honor the scars, honor the frown lines, honor the gray, silvery, light white hairs. Like, you've earned this, right? Honor the stretch marks, honor the bruises, honor the bangs. Like, honor all these things that says you have used your fleshy temple to its fullest. You've used it. It's like my van that's not getting an inspection sticker from the mechanic. She's ugly. But boy, did we go some places, you know? And I got every dime put into her, really. And she's served me so well, and I honor her. I really do. All right, let's end on a fun note with the Priestess of Opulence here, but just real quick, the 10 petals Lotus ritual. I want to tell you about that before, because this is something that I think I probably should do, but I need a drink. Get a drink. Go make some tea. All right. So I'm laughing because for being in a bad mood, I still make a pretty long podcast. It's a 9:21. I'm proud of myself for finishing a podcast at this time instead of starting it like I did all week. That was just too rushed, man. Too rushed all week. All right, well, I got a drink. I got a cough drop. I sat on the toilet and bled out a little bit. It's not feel good when you're having your period. Just like sit on the toilet and be like, just let some blood drop. Sometimes that's just what you want to do on a heavy day sometimes. Like, just sit on the toilet. And probably back in our days, back in our ancient days, we probably just sat out on the earth and bled right into the soil. That would also feel good. It's too cold to do that. It's too cold. I'm not like that lady in the crocus card. She's so fired up. She's outside. She don't even notice it's cold out. Nope. I noticed. It is chilly. I am noticing. But yeah, I mean, I would like to do that at some point. Like, have my period and offer it back to Gaia. Like, so whether that just means like wear a big skirt and go sit out in the yard And yeah, pussy to the earth. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about right now. And just sit there and bleed and let the soil absorb your blood. Does anybody feel like doing that? I mean, not today, not right now, but I'm just saying someday. Sadie TMI Cherico. All right, so the 10 Petals Lotus Ritual. A lovely way to concentrate on beauty on the inside is to draw a lotus flower with 10 petals. Okay, so on each petal then, after you somehow figure out how to draw a freaking lotus with 10 petals because you're an artist. See, my judgmental bitch is still here. We'll find one on the internet, honey. We'll print it out. On each petal, write something you admire about yourself that isn't a physical feature. Okay, so on each of these 10 petals of this lotus that you or the internet has found for you, just draw it. It don't matter what it looks like. Just draw it, okay? Sketch out what you are identifying as a lotus, and on each petal, write something you admire about yourself. And none of them are going to be physical features, okay? These are just the inner qualities. You will be surprised at how many gorgeous inner qualities you possess. Place your lotus illustration in a visible place and refer to it whenever you are feeling less than, okay? So when you're feeling less than, where the hell was this 10-petal lotus yesterday? It's okay, I'm still feeling less than. Refer to it so you can be reminded of these things. And she says, you are beautiful. So the Priestess of Beauty, yes, she is a beautiful lady. But you know, she might have days too where she looks in the mirror and thinks one thing or another. Do you know what I mean? We all do this. But she knows her true beauty is within. So yeah, write things on those petals that you possess, right? They gave kindness as an example, compassion, joyful, loyal, truthful, full of honor. What other inner qualities could we write down? I would say funny. I am so thankful I find myself funny. I mean, I would, when it comes down to it, and I will admit this, I would rather be funny than pretty. Oh my God. Yes. If I was faced with the decision, like, okay, you can either be funny or you can be beautiful, I would go with funny. Maybe that's what's happening to my face right now. I had to pick one. Sorry, beauty. Sorry, pretty face. I had to go with funny girl because I need myself. I need my humor. It gets me through the day. And most of the stuff I keep inside and just laugh, but I'm so funny. And I really, really, really appreciate that about myself because I think I would have jumped off a bridge a long time ago had it not been for my humor. So yeah, maybe I'll do the 10-petal lotus thing. Maybe I won't, but like it is a really good idea to consistently and constantly and daily remind yourself of the true beauty and aspects that you possess inside, your gorgeous inner qualities. Remind yourself of that often, especially if you are struggling with your physicalness, especially, right? I mean, if you're constantly berating yourself because of society's conditioning, then you need to balance that out with constantly reminding yourself of these beautiful qualities that you possess that no one can take away from you. Your face is going to go. Eventually, slowly, quickly, ultimately, the physical, fleshy face goes. And what you have is your inner beauty, your inner qualities That's what you take with you. All right, so anyways, that's the 10 petals lotus ritual. If you want to draw a 10 petal lotus, and on each of those petals, write something about yourself that is not physical, that you admire. What do you admire about yourself? So I still got a few more to think of. But yeah, humor, funny ass humor, good sense of humor. Beloved sense of humor is definitely my biggest petal. Like, yeah. All right, so anyways, let's go to opulence. Let us go over to opulence. She's still standing on her head, totally amused with herself as well, loving herself, comfortable with herself. She's got a great outfit on, red and white striped tights, a short purpley violet skirt dress. Yeah, she's amazing. And I told you she's got wings. She's got wings. So her and the butterfly can flutter out of here. And they're saying, so can you. So opulence is about luxury, material riches, and plenty. And the flowers are almond blossoms. Almond, yeah, like the nut. Almond blossom. The sweet marzipan smell of almond blossom has long been thought of as a sign of renewal. Oh my God, should I put almond milk on my face? I just felt like all of a sudden I needed to put almond milk on my face as a beauty treatment for renewal. Almonds were used extensively in medieval cookery as a substitute for milk when periods of religious fasting required people to eschew dairy products. And yeah, maybe I need to go dairy free too. I'm not really doing a lot of dairy, but I mean, I miss my almond milk. I haven't had it for a while, and I've been using this chai mix, and I know it has dry milk in it, and it's okay. Like, I don't have anything against dairy, but I'm just wondering if my skin does. That's all. So almonds resonate with the sacral chakra, the energy wheel responsible for pleasure and appetite. And as such, almonds symbolize plenty and opulence. So the symbolism of this card, the Priestess of Opulence is upside down with a serene smile on her face. Sweet almond blossoms grow and thrive around her. The two overflowing cups rest on her wings. Yeah, it's quite the scene here. Excuse me. Purple, the color of opulence and royalty, is richly highlighted in this image. The Latin word for wealth, opulentia, is featured, as wealth is both a feeling of abundance and experiencing material riches. Above the priestess sits the powerful key of Solomon for good fortune. Okay, so that's what that is. The powerful key of Solomon for good fortune. So, opulence fell out with beauty. When the opulence card appears, they both chuck themselves out together. It is suggesting that you will find small ways to bring more joyful luxury into your life. Perhaps you have been a bit miserly with yourself lately. Miserly? Miserable AF? Miserable bitch? Okay, or miserly, that's fine. Worried about money and trying to stick to an unreasonable budget that allows no room for treats or fun. No. No, I'm actually not. I have stuff coming to me in a couple weeks. It's going to take a while to ship here. But oh no, I treat myself. Don't you worry about that. Small weekly luxuries that don't break the bank can make life all the sweeter. Yeah, I've always been a self-gifter. I'm not really worried about money. I'm pretty well taken care of right now. I am going to have to buy a vehicle, but I'm hoping that the mechanical angels are with me on that one, and just make that super easy and affordable and just good quality, and like just let's be done with it then. I've been blessed with the van for the most part, and yeah, let's do the same thing with a little, I guess a car now. I guess a car, because they're cheaper. But yeah, I did see a Suburban drive by the other day, and I was like, I like that. I don't really care what I drive, but like, I just like the way the wheels were spinning. I think that's what it was. I don't really need to drive something that big, but something good and safe and that I feel good in would be nice. If not, a little zoom car is also fine. I really don't care. Like, I'm really not caught up in the beauty of my next vehicle. I just want it to be safe and a good deal, and not have as much rust on it like the van does. Which, that aesthetic rust was one thing, but once I heard that the back end of the frame was getting rusted on the van, that's a whole other thing. Like a little aesthetic rust, no big deal, but if the structure is getting rusty, Houston, that's a problem. So yeah, just putting that out there. I want a really, really safe vehicle. So opulence. Yeah, don't worry. I'm definitely getting myself some treats. Like even today, the girl's dad offered to go to the grocery store for us, so I'm like totally taking him up on that. And I have some things on there that I need, and it's mostly just tea. I love to have tea, medicinal tea, herbal tea, but I also love to have tea that is just there for the enjoying, like the dessert tea. So I have that on the list too. So I am definitely like making sure every day, I have a little treat or a little fun. So, but she does want to talk about money, because I have old residual money issues. Thinking that money is the root of all evil, or deciding that anyone who has plenty of money is a crook, is a surefire way to make your relationship with money a rocky one. Okay, I just want to stop myself here, because the opulence card is right above the romance card, and I do have a little bit of a thing that is like that. And so maybe I'm holding away a rich lover, right? So maybe I'm holding away my next romantic wealthy partner because of some old residual stuff. Because look at all this stuff about elitists coming out with the pedophile stuff. Sometimes when you hear that somebody has money, you just automatically think they're a bad person, or they're up to no good with that money. That's totally a collective energy. And yeah, I have that part of me too. They have money, can they be trusted? Or you know what I mean? Or maybe you've met some rich people in the past that are super superficial, and you're just like, oh, I need someone with having a real experience. So that's why we're attracted to these loser dirt balls, because they are having a real experience. They're real, they're in touch with life a lot, but they have nothing to offer, right? Except for their sex. And it's maybe we need to clean up our money aspect, because surely there's someone with money and with a real experience out there. It's you can have your cake and eat it too. The opulence, Priestess of Opulence is saying yeah, you can have your cake and eat it too. There's nothing wrong with money. You don't have to curse money. Money's a good thing. Money's a beautiful thing. And enjoy the money you have. Appreciate the money that the world has. Stop condemning money. It is not the root of all evil. Although certain evil people that happen to have money have done evil things, but guess what? Certain people with not a penny to their name have done evil things. So it's really not money's fault. Okay, that's what she's saying. She is portrayed upside down for a reason. Perhaps your ideas about wealth need to be turned upside down. For instance, delighting in paying the bills rather than grumbling about them is a real and effective way to attract the positive energy of wealth into your life. So we need to maybe celebrate our money. When we pay our bills, put little hearts on them, be like, I love having enough money to pay this bill, and, you know, like really have fun with it. Sometimes when I send in my garbage bill, I put it in a greeting card. Like, I send it in a card, and I forgot to do that last time. That's weird. That's funny of me. I didn't do that, but usually I do. So yeah, maybe lately I have not been celebrating money enough. I mean, I got tons of money right now. But of course I'm hoarding it to buy a vehicle, and then I'll have no money. But it's okay. I'm celebrating the fact that, like, I keep collecting money so that I can get myself some wheels, right? I can get myself a dependable ride so I can finally go to Goodwill when they open up. Okay, I have not complained about this quarantine one bit, and I'm not complaining right now, but I really would like to go buy myself a t-shirt at Goodwill. And I love Goodwill because I like to reuse. I think it's good for the environment, and I think it's fun that my shirt smells like another human being. Especially when it smells good. You're like, who is this person? They smell so good. But yeah, like I sort of wish like one of my friends would clean out their closet and dump off a couple garbage bags full of clothes so I can recreate a thrift shop experience for myself here at home in isolation. Like, I'm like ready to go shopping. Are you? Are you ready to go to Goodwill with me? Because, like, I just feel like we're going to find something good soon. We're going to find something good today. We're going to find a pair of pants that actually fit. We're going to find a fun t-shirt. But yeah, like, I'm ready to, like, add a little something new to my wardrobe. And definitely a t-shirt, because mine are all looking almost homeless again. Or just old vibes on it, you know, like have too many memories on them t-shirts. Like, I would like some new t-shirts. All right, there we go, universe. I found something I want to buy. Yeah, I guess I could order one online, but sometimes it's nice to try them on, especially if you're not sure if you're a small or a medium. But if it's small and it's tight, it's not usually a big deal, because then I'll just cut off the sleeves. I'll just cut out the shoulders and turn it into a tank top. All right, so anyways, that's my t-shirt tangent. And now we have a joyful spending spell to end our hangout with. So anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. I know I was kind of grouch. I still am, but it's okay, because I've got these great cards coming through to remind me of some things I need to do today. Get back to. I am going to do that Lotus thing, if just even on a scrap piece of paper real quick. But somebody should do the 10-petal Lotus like printable. Just saying. Just going to put that out there for the artists, so people can just print it off and they could color it in and write their things on the petals. Maybe I'll look. Maybe somebody's already done that. That would be cool. Or just find a Lotus, or just freaking sketch one out. Opulence, joyful spending spell. So spending money is spending money in a joyful frame of mind will attract more of it to you, creating the essence of opulence in your life. Think of this card as a permission slip to spend a fixed amount on money you can afford on without any feelings of guilt or heaviness. So yeah, like just say like, hey, every month I'm going to spend $10 or $20 or $100 on myself, or just for fun. I don't know, like just start spending some money. The economy really needs you to. So according to witchy folklore, carrying a piece of green cloth containing an unhulled almond in your purse will ensure you will always have plenty of money. So all right, next holiday that they've got them nuts out in the bin that you like use the scooper and you're going to take them home and roast them, they'll definitely have some unhulled almonds in there, like still in their pocky little almond shell. That's funny because I was complaining about my pores. The almond shell has huge pores. Huge. And it don't care because it's rich AF. All right, so anyways, take one of those, put it in a green cloth, put it in your purse, and you will always, always have plenty of money. So on that note, even though I have lots of money, I still want you to become my patron on herbalmarie.com or sign up to pledge $1 a month on Anchor listening support. I don't need your money, but I still want it. Yeah, I just entertained you for an hour. Give me $1, bitch. So on that note, thank you, Water Lily. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Crocus. Thank you, Two Bros. Thank you, Frasier. And yeah, thank you, Morning Glory, for coming in to, just acknowledge where I'm at vibrationally. Encourage us to go into that darkness, but then to shine that light. Open up our hearts. Feel that love. The tornado of light is coming. Necessary change is happening, and you're going to transmute and transform whether you want to or not. So how about cool it down, transmute it into love, and embrace love. Be open to love. Don't push love away. You might be pushing away a beautiful, spiritual, well-endowed, wealthy man. You don't want to do that, girl. You are beautiful inside and out, but mostly inside. So have yourself a laugh. Have yourself a good time. Go spend some cash on you. You're worth it. If you don't want to spend money, that's fine too. But for the love of God and all things holy, love your goddess self up, because that's what you are. So anyways, thanks so much for hanging out. I'll see you sometime this weekend to hang out with Archangel Michael. But really, keep the laughs going and keep those inner attributes inside of you that you cherish so much. Put them up on a pedestal and love yourself. All right, on that note, I don't really care if you pledge or not, but yeah, you are a bitch. Oh my God, if you are resonating, have fun with this energy today. Woo! I wonder what financial issues I have to clean up in my vibration. I wonder what money subjects that trigger me, I wonder what they are. I wonder what that could be.